Hello, everyone. Have you ever experienced, after a long trip, you reach to your hotel, lobby looks stunning, very nice, bright, full of energy, dramatic chandeliers, shiny, polished marble floor, and then you start to look for the reception and coffee shops and washrooms. You start to look around, check your directions. Wayfinding is not clear. Font is very small. Directional errors are confusing. You start to move ahead till you find the reception desk. Counter is very low, very not easy to check in easily. They ask you to wait in the lobby till your room is ready. You find the tables very tacked together, no space to roam around with your luggage. The seats, which are designers' furniture, very elegant, are very low to sit and stand easily. Then you start to have this feeling of something is off. It's a bit frustrating. Can you imagine how hard it is for someone with a mobility aids or with visual and hearing impairments or with someone who's he's sensitive about glare and noise? I am Sherry Raef, interior designer certified in Age in Place and Universal Design. I'm here today to share with you what is accessible design and what is the positive impact on our environment and our well-being. We create spaces that are safe, functional, and aesthetically pleasing. We work closely with Age in Place, elderly adults, and people of determination, persons with disabilities. We work in residential, in corporates, in hospitality. Every space should really feel inviting, welcomed. So this means design. It's not only about the room or the place, how it looks like, but how it feels, how it includes everyone. What is accessible design? For the majority of us, the common understanding is accessible design is ramps, elevators, grab bars, anything supporting any disability. However, it's more and more than that. It's the human-centric approach. It's how we feel welcomed, how we feel invited, how we feel included in the room. So what we do is we design as per the human-centric approach, which is we feel people. We see what is lacking for someone to enter a room or to stay in a place most of its time. The interior design is different than any other interior design. Accessible interior design is, there is a difference between accessible design, universal design, and inclusion design. Accessible design focus on a certain group of people, like kids, seniors, persons with disabilities. And it focuses on just a small part of people. However, inclusion design, it's the end user's experience. Everyone is included in this area. Like, for example, parks. I can do parks with sensory tools and sensory games for kids, for adults with sensory challenges. So it fits everyone. Like I can do a shading for a seating area, so it includes everyone. The universal design is what we all know. It's universal design, 7 principles that we apply. But how we apply them properly in a smart way, this is the thing. So what we do is we take care from everything, starting from the sense of arrival till the end. The interior spaces we spend most of our time in, like our homes, our offices, our factories, our libraries, our universities, everywhere that we sit and stay for leisure, fun, work, anything. So we do take care about creating spaces, not only that has ramps and elevators, as we all know, but it's the flow circulation, it's the maneuvering, it's how we select furniture, ergonomic furniture and comfortable furniture, how we select colors based on a color psychology, how we use our color palette that matches with the identity of the place plus the purpose of the place, how we use the textures and patterns that have an interaction with the human senses. How we use lighting. Lighting, it has to be very well studied. Lux calculation should be studied. The distribution of spotlights, everything affect the interior design. And then we gather everything together in one concept and one approach. The signage, the wayfinding. The biophilic design is very important to use biophilic design, is the greenery, how to integrate the outside, the nature within your inside. It's the zoning. The zoning is very important, how to distribute and do the zoning for the rooms, for the hallways, whatever I need as clinics. When I talk about travel, it's the lounges, it's the airport, is everything relates to travel. And when we talk about travel, it's under hospitality. So it's the airports, the hotels, the boutique hotel, the restaurants where we sit, where we stay. It's the spas and wellness. It's the corporate lounges, recreation, and medical recovery. We travel for leisure, we travel for business trips, we travel for recovery after a surgery, leisure trips. I mean, the experience should not be a destination, not reaching to a destination. It's the whole experience, starting from the airport that welcomes us, the lobby that greets us, and the coffee shop where we pause, and the room where we stay. So here I have some example of a render for a hotel room that is coming very soon, revealing very soon. Just very simple, it's a resort. So you see that no rugs. It's made specially for special needs and people who really need support and without any barriers. Anti-slippery floors. All the furniture are curved and it doesn't have sharp edges. The beds are on a good proportion. There is a sticker on the windows for also to see, to avoid any hazard. The lighting is perfectly well designed. You have a special room that is very simple, earthy colors, with all the alarm system that is automated and linked to the reception. You have a nice artwork that is 3D. It's essential artwork that also helps simulation all the 5 senses. And then you have the bathroom, which is very simple, but we use the black accents in everywhere to have an accent and to have a contrast for people with low vision, for dementia, for every ability that suits every ability and every background and every age. And here's another example of lobby. This is an accessible design. There is a difference, again, between the accessible design and universal design. Accessible design is I am adding a design solution into an original place. Like, for example, I have a steps, and I can't really knock it down, so I add a portable ramp. This is a solution that is accessible. However, in universal design, I start to do my infrastructure from scratch, where I built the ramp with the right slope. For example, also another example for universal design is the sliding doors, is the sensory lighting. So it suits everyone, people with disabilities or not, people with low vision, people with low hearing, they can always enter and it's accessible. This lobby hotel, it's like a lounge. The marble was very shiny. We just did like sanding and buffering. We did a nice ceiling treatment where we added some light and we introduced the wood with the ceiling, flat ceiling, to have an unconscious directional pathway. We used some artworks that are very like 3D and very, it suits the sensory. The furniture are all ergonomic, very good proportioned furniture. The lobby, you have the counter, it was already very high and we can't do anything about it, so we added like a nice floating shelf to help people on a wheelchair to sign something or whatever they need. So here is a close-up. We added some grab bar in the way where people with mobility aid can walk in. So this means inclusion design, if we really adopt that mindset, so inclusion design would be a standard and not an exceptional. And this is what I always, as designer, or as interior designer, we look into the details, not only the bigger picture. It's the small, thoughtful, meaningful, small details and ideas that really does the impact. And this is applies, as I said, in everything, even in our homes, in our travels. Travels means like hotels, the restaurants, even the restaurants you should do, we can allocate a part that is especially for low hearing and low visual or impairments, because you have the menu that is digital. The table themselves, they can suit for a wheelchair. The lighting, we can always have like 1%, even 2% of the tables and special effect lighting and artworks that really accommodates people with disabilities. First of all, this will really integrate will include everyone. They won't feel that they are like excluded or this is something that is made for them especially. No, it's something that is for everyone. Acceptance will be like more. Even the language and etiquette of talking and using the terms everywhere would be like very, very successful, and it has a positive impact on that. So again, Designability, it's a consultancy firm. It's a design firm that we work closely with people. Of course, compliance, regulations, it's all respected. However, the human-centric part is the most aspect that we really care of. And because, from that part, it gives us the whole picture. If there is an entity that has like a corporate branding, they have their own designs, we can still do the same design. However, we do the accessibility part and integrate what we have as manuals and rules within that. Or we do from scratch, like a full interior design thing that has all the components and aspects of the accessible, inclusion, and universal design. So thank you for your attention, and I hope you enjoy it.